Good evening, good evening. People fussing at me, messaging me, telling me I'm late. I'm not late, I'm here. Penny, first one in. How you doing? Charles Nowitzki, good evening, good evening, good evening. Billy Martin, hello. Everybody coming in. Come on in, folks. How is everybody? Ben Toombs, Bob Bew, Omar. How's it going? Ed, Buddy Bell, all the regulars are in here already. Good evening. Starting to see that Thursday nights is probably the best night because this place fills up pretty quick. Welding up your new forge, Matthew Nielsen. Well, you need to calm down for a minute here in a little bit, sir, because we got a hammer to give away. I know I missed you last week. Sorry about the scare about my knee, folks. I thought I tore my MCL. Hurt it pretty bad. Couldn't move it for a day or so. Then it popped really loud, and I think it popped back into place. I think it was dislocated the whole time, but we're good to go now. Yeah. If I don't cut my thumb off, that is. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough, right? Finally, Coffee. Yeah, John Coffee was the one fussing at me. Yeah, Ben Toombs, thanks, man. I'm glad I'm all right, too, because it sucks trying to run around on one leg. Pickled Hammer Forge, old Jonathan Mickles in the house. Peter Tricker, hello. Good evening. All right, got you all in here. All right, so, I don't know if you guys saw the caption picture or not, but if you paid attention, you probably know what we're doing. Evening, Pop. Dad's in the house. You guys saw the picture, you know what we're doing tonight. I'll give you a second, throw it in the comments down below if you think you can figure it out. I made a couple posts earlier alluding to it. Dan Zappa, hello. Yeah, call me Hop Along, Rocker. $25 of you watching, only 8 of you hit the like button on the way in the door. What the heck? Start over. Guys, go back out, hit the like button. Pump them numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Let's do it. Corey Shire, how are you doing? Ryan Beck. Alright, so, no more, dude. Yeah, motorcycle chain. Brand new. I got a nice big fat roll of this from my brother-in-law the other day. So, we're going to weld this up and borrow chainsaw chain Damascus. Probably think, well, Ting, what the hell do you need Damascus for? You don't do much with Damascus. Well, I didn't. Give you guys a little sneak peek. We got a new project in the works. I got the first video done. I was supposed to have it uploaded yesterday, but I got done a little late and I was wore out. It's supposed to be uploaded before the live stream. Lazy me, work all the time, but still trying to get it done. I've got it almost done editing it, but I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working on. Alan Schooner, how you doing? Okay. I know you guys all heard me say I'm not much of a blade smith. Well, not that I'm not much of one, since I don't really take much to it. I don't do it often. I've got other things I do that I enjoy, but no, Alan, you didn't miss the hammer yet. Give it time for folks to get in here. We got over 100 entries, but we only got 30 of you watching. You know, and I've let it be known this past week. I know I missed it Saturday, but I posted another video, and if you're a subscriber, you watch my videos, you knew that we were doing the hammer giveaway today, and if you wanted to win this hammer, you should be here. Okay. Yeah, let's see. We have 102 entries. Working on a short sword. I've already got the blade, or the sword rough forged, bevels in. Pretty dang straight. Tang. The Damascus that we're working on is going to be the guard and pommel. Motorcycle chain Damascus for the guard and pommel. What do you guys think? Not bad for old Ting Ting not being much of a blade maker, huh? I got the video made. I've got to finish editing it, get it uploaded, so you'll see the video of me making this bad boy. And tonight, we're going to be getting into the forge welding. So we're going to get started right now on the forge welding. A little way through, we'll take a break and we'll do the giveaway just to give some more time for folks to get in here. So share the stream, get them in here. Let them know if they've entered, they need to get in here now. Give time to do the giveaway. And we're going to have some fun with this Damascus. I got my safety glasses, gloves, apron on, got my flux out. It's time to get it in the fire, get it up hot so we can go ahead and flux it. I've already welded it up to keep it from moving around. That way we can compress it. Now all we got to do, get it in there, get it hot, and flux it really well before it starts scaling up, because I've soaked it after I welded it. I soaked it, the gray tint, it's soaked in muriatic acid for about an hour to get everything off. So, yeah, no scale on here right now, hopefully. We're going to get it in the fire, get some flux on it so we can make sure there's nothing in between there to cause any inclusions. Alright, Paul Vasquez, you're here. Okay, while we got time for that to heat up, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know all my Patreons. I'm going to go ahead and read off a list of my Patreons, guys, because you guys mean the world to me. And all of you that are bronze level and up get a double entry into the giveaway. Patreons, if you go on my Patreon, look, it shows for the steel level, entry level is $1 to $4 a month. That gets you basically exclusive entry into all Patreon exclusive giveaways that the regular, just the subscribers on YouTube don't get because they're not part of the Patreon. So, and it starts with the double entries in all the giveaways, starts at the bronze level. And from bronze, silver, up to gold, you get a double entry. So everybody who is a gold, silver, or bronze has a double entry in this giveaway right now, okay? And I'm gonna start at the steel level entry and read off some of my guys that have been there since the beginning. Brad Casperson, Gordon Priestley, Chris McQuain, Pasquale Vasquez, David Wenzel, Rob Garman, Kevin McIntyre, and Joey Thornton. You guys are all steel level. I really appreciate that. And some of you guys are repeat customers too, man, and it means the world. You guys have bought, point out one in particular, David Wenzel, who's bought several things from me. He always keeps coming back, and I really do appreciate that, man. So thank you, David, very much. Shout out for you, brother. On up to the bronze level, we got Doug Thomas, Penny Brown, Austin Robert Sharp, Jason O'Kelly, Dalton Halford, James Patterson, and Liam Buck. Two of these guys in particular really stand out. They've bought several things from me as well, and in particular, Liam Buck. He just keeps coming back. I think he's got 5 of my hammers now, man. He is a huge supporter of this channel. And James Patterson is also a very, very huge supporter as well. He may only be bronze level on Patreon, but he definitely gets a home run with me in my book, man, because he's always there. Just a chit chat. He buys things. He's a repeat customer. His daughter loves the channel. All kinds of different things. Thank you to Jim Patterson and Lynn Buck. You guys are big time to me, man. Thank you. Silver level, we got Matthew Nielsen and Alan Beasley. Alan Beasley is at Curiosity Forge. You guys rock. Thank you very much. Matthew's bought a couple things from me as well. In our gold level, these guys are $20 and up Patreon subscribers, man, and you guys are big time, for real. You guys really are the bread and butter of my Patreon. The bottles are not cheap to fill up, and if it wasn't for you guys, man, I wouldn't be able to keep them running like I do, so thank you very much. Gold level Patreon subscribers are Alan Schooner, David Britton, Eduardo Soul, Trevor Frederick, and Jason Sullivan over at Shamrock Forge. And I'm going to tell you, Jason is one who has been there since he was the very first. Not only the very first gold level, he was my very first Patreon. Jason Sullivan, brother, you rock. You bought one of the first hammers that I ever sold. It wasn't the first, but it was in the first batch. Thank you, sir. and you bought a couple since then. Alan Schooner, man, this guy right here, he is a big time deal for me, man. I can't wait to meet this gentleman. I'm going to meet him and Billy Martin up at Quad State. I cannot wait. Alan's bought several items from me, and he has more on order. And not only has he bought things from me, he has made it apparent that don't order them or ship them. He wants me to hand deliver them to him. So that's what we're going to do. So Alan, thank you, brother. That's my list of my Patreon subscribers, man. You guys mean the world to me. Everybody, if you could, please give them a round of applause and tell them thank you. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to be here doing this kind of stuff for you guys. So everybody, a round of applause for those guys. I'm going to quit yapping and I'm going to start fluxing, okay? All right, got it hot. I'll turn you down in a minute. We're just applying flux to this bad boy. As you can see, it's good and hot. First flux, I just want to make sure I get, you don't need a ton, but there are a lot of gaps here that you got to get flux on. So, got it fluxed up real well. We're going to get it back in the fire. Yeah, it does look warm. Let's go back through some comments. Yeah, Lim has a hammer problem too. He's bought some tongs. Lim's everything, man. Lim's huge. He means a lot to me. All of you guys mean a lot to me. You're here every time I'm having a live stream, man, and this is why I do it. So don't think I care just about my Patreon. I care about all of you. Patreons are just the guys that enable me to financially do this. That means the world to me. They're essentially paid so I can be here for all of you guys, because you guys are the reason that I want to be here. If that means the world, that means anything to you. It means the world to me. Yeah, it was hot. That the missus on as J&J Services. Who's on as J&J Services? Must be. I think so. My wife is on right now. She's inside. Ivy Forge finally made a live stream. That's right. Lufe, if we lose you, brother, we'll see you, brother. I really appreciate you being here, man. You're another one who's always here. Yeah, we got some storms coming through tonight, guys. I don't know how long this will last. Hopefully we'll get it all in, but if we don't, we'll definitely at least get the giveaway done. As of right now, we got two storms splitting us, one going north and south of us, because I have a mountain near me. So hopefully it stays that way. All right, got you angled down. We're getting ready to come out and try and set a little bit of this weld. We got her piping hot. Switch it up to 10. Oh yeah. We'll come out and try and get it stuck this way first. It is hot, hot, hot. Now we're gonna so hot I can barely hit it with my hammer hand without, I gotta get a glove on this hand. I can't even get close to it with my hammer hand without it burning. Whew. All right, we've let it cool down. We're gonna clean it off, flux it again. We definitely got some welds set there though. I can definitely see that. With chain, you just gotta compress it gently and slowly. Don't try to go nuts on it from the start, because you won't get anywhere with failure. Take your time, brush it well after each heat. flux it well. There's a lot of cracks. It's got a lot of air, a lot of space you got to fill. Hopefully this will make a big enough billet for us to make our guard and our pommel out of. If not, we've got plenty more chain where this comes from. We can just make some more. I've already got one billet in there that I made up. But I think that's going to my brother-in-law. That's why he gave it to me. He's wanting me to make him a couple billets of Damascus out of this for him to make some knives. So that's what we're doing with that. All right, what did I miss? Awesome, Bob. Did you get any video? Greetings from Russia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Finally got my charcoal forge done. It's time to start swinging the hammer again. Put that hammer to use, Ivy. Oh, my wife is cooking me dinner right now. That's awesome. Voodoo Ninja, the heavy metal life. Whew. Beat the metal like you stole from me. That's right. Tim, Big Dog Forge is in the house. What's going on, brother? Working on some chainsaw chain or motorcycle chain Damascus for the sword that we're making. Ting's making a sword. Where did I set that bad boy? You want to see it, Tim? Got it rough forged. Bevel's forged in there. She's pretty straight. For my first sword anyways. I'd say not bad. I left it a little thick so I can grind because I suck at grinding. So. But we're working on motorcycle chain Damascus. Hopefully we're going to get some billet, a nice billet to make a pommel and a guard out of. Gotta move fast with this stuff just to get it set. It's kind of like your first forge weld over and over and over again. When you're forge welding something, normally your first heat, you come out and you just light taps all over to compress it and get it stuck, set the weld. With chain, you're repeatedly doing that every heat because it's not considered a billet or homogeneous until all the air in between here is gone. So you essentially got to collapse that air out of there and fill it with steel while it's at forge welding temperature so it'll work. So slow and steady. That's why I figured it'd be a good one for the live stream and fill up the whole portion of the night. Probably if these storms let us keep going. You can't see them because they are off to that direction, but they're coming this way. If they miss us, they'll miss us. If they don't, they'll be here in about 15 to 20 minutes. We don't want that, do we, guys? We want a forge. I gotta say, since my Etsy store opened up, guys, and I got it going, you guys have been awesome. You guys have swarmed it. 400 or 500 visits within its first 24 hours. That's awesome. Thank you. Several sales means the world to me, man. Finally got it up at y'all's request. So got tired of hearing everybody fuss at me about not being able to look at my stuff, so I went and did it. Also, submitted the channel for monetization. As you know, the big 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time is where you can start your AdSense with YouTube and submit for monetization, and that's what I've done. I got a letter back saying that I should have an answer by the end of this month. So hopefully by the end of this month we'll have the AdSense going. Whatever helps, right? I know it don't make you a lot, but hey. Yes, smash that like button. We're making Damascus tonight, guys. By hand, with Ting Ting. Getting on his bang bang. We gonna do it. Penny's at 87 subs. How are you only at 87 subs when you did a 100 subscriber giveaway? You guys cheating on Penny over there? Fooling around? You gonna unsubscribed? Go on back over there, help Penny out. Help them all out. Coffee's Forge, all of them. B&B Forge. They all got channels. They all put out content, man, and it's awesome to watch everybody. Support them all, man. What about live chat? What do you mean, Alan? Talking to you guys right now in live chat, I guess that's what you mean. Another 10 pounds of Mizzou for the forge roof. Why don't you get some, that insulating board, Coffee? Why don't you get a piece of that insulating board and cut it to fit? And just stick it up in there and then just take just a little bit of refractory and seal it in there. You know, Tim did a video on it. Yeah, Tim over Big Dog Forge redid that forge from the school, I believe it was. And he did it with the soft brick. He cut them to shape, sanded them, filed them down, and he cut some board to put in there for the roof. I believe it was. Or it's the same material, I think, as those bricks. And also John Switzer redid a forge. And he cut one out, a board to fit it perfectly. Stuff cuts great, and it's awesome. And it's a lot easier to mess with, I think, than that refractory. But do however you need to do it, brother. Whatever works for you. If you want to go all refractory, do it to it. All right. Still compressing it. Why I wear an apron, all the sparks that fly off this junk. What I did was soaked it in degreaser, because it's brand new, so it's oily as hell when you get it. It's full of grease. So soaked it in degreaser, gasoline, really, not degreaser, gasoline works better, I think, and faster. Safe, if you know what you're doing. Don't try it at home, please, if you don't know what you're doing. Because it is metal, if it sparks, it'll blow you up. But, yeah. Degrease it really well from the start. Get it cleaned up. Stack it together. Weld it down both sides to keep it straight on both sides, not just one. If you only weld across one side, it'll taco on you. So I'm saying weld across here to bind them all together that way. Flip it over and do it again. Because if you only do it on one side, when you go to compress this, if you hit it wrong, one of these links can drop below the other, and this thing can just fold open the opposite direction. And keep doing that, and then get out of shape, and you can't get a good hit. So I really suggest both sides. Make sure it's welded together well. That way it keeps it together until you get the forge weld set, okay? And then once you get all that done, I suggest soaking it in like vinegar, muriatic acid, something like that for a while. And that's gonna get all the scale off of them, okay, from everything, should. And then once you come out of that, this is a trick I learned from you, Tim, and it stuck with me ever since the first time I ever saw you do it. Take borax or your flux, mix it with 90% isopropyl alcohol, mix it up really well, and suck it in the alcohol. Let it sit there, and what that's doing is the alcohol is breaking down the flux to where it can flow in freer through those cracks and get into all those spaces and pretty much pre-flux the chain in and outside the rollers. Because on motorcycle chain, it's got a lot of moving parts inside of it. It's got roller bearings inside, the links and all that. You want to get flux down in there, so let it sit in that for a while. Pre-flux it, take it out, hit it with a lighter, poof! It burns off all of the alcohol instantly, left with flux. Then you're ready to stick it in the forge pre-flux. So to me, that's the best way to do chain. It works really well, and the flux mixed with alcohol works great. Okay, what are you guys talking about? I don't know how to fix the mirrored footage. I really don't. I've tried and I can't for the life of me. Yeah, when I accidentally fix it, it's going to be back and y'all are going to be confused again. And speaking of all the Patreons, you all are getting charms. I know I've been delaying on that. I gave it time. I think I'm ready to get them ready and sent out now. I gave you guys long enough to comment on that post on the Patreon account, telling me which one of those pendants you want. So if you haven't commented by now, I'm sorry, I guess. I've been trying to be patient and putting it off, giving people long enough to see it, but them's the breaks, folks. We're going to get ready to send them out now, so if you haven't commented by now, you probably won't get one. I'm sorry. Let's see, you thought I forgot. No, Jason, I don't forget a lot of things. There ain't very much I do forget. It's just sometimes I have to change my course of action on how I want to handle them because I have a pretty busy life. So, and I thought it'd be best with that. Give it time because there are several of you I got to make them for, but give you guys time to actually pick which ones you want since I'm taking the time to make them all for you. So I figured 3 weeks was enough time, and if you haven't contacted me by now as a Patreon, oh well. Okay, back to forge welding. Yep, Miss Penny, I got your comment. And sometimes don't be afraid to lose the cap to a link or something like that every now and then. It happens. But for the most part, everything should go together, be pretty solid. As you can see here on the edge, these little caps here on this last strand haven't welded yet. A couple of these have. Those have welded. As you can see where it hasn't quite welded yet because it's cooling down at a different rate. Everywhere that's welded, it's cooling down at the same rate. Luckily for us, the center of the billet looks like it's welded pretty nicely, in fact. So, slow and steady, guys, don't rush it. I know everybody gets excited when they want to mess with the matches. Sometimes that jump the gun, they want to see it quick, now, fast. Take your time. Trust me, it's working. Do it right. Take your time. And you still might screw up. I'm not saying you won't. You know, the shit happens. It just happens sometimes. Murphy's hanging around the corner. He goes over and kicks your feet up there when he gets a chance. But taking your time, going through all the proper steps to do it, trying to ensure that it works, always yields much greater chances of success than just rushing through it. All right, we got 60 people in here watching right now. Wowzers. What the forge? Yeah, coffee. You can't stay, Ivy? Oh, well. That's too bad, man, because we're going to be doing that giveaway here shortly. Let's get back. There's a lot of comments coming at me, so hopefully I don't miss them all. Yeah, Curtis Lowe, I sing that song every time I see your name. Are you the finest picker that ever played the blues, sir? I think you are. If you're the Curtis Lowe from Leonard Skinner. See, I got soot on my nose, don't I? I can see myself in the camera. Hi, everybody pointing, laughing, picking my nose, huh? We are making chainsaw or motorcycle chain Damascus, Keegan. I think I said your name right, Keegan. Thank you, babe, for the drink. My awesome wife is cooking dinner, and she just brought me some tea. That rocks, man. You are awesome. I love you. Can I give you the backstory to the name Ting? Absolutely. That's something good to talk about. Good question. I will give you the backstory to Ting. So, out here one day working, and hold on, let me get this weld going, get it back in the forge. Alright, so Ting came from my neighbor right over there. That neighbor way back there. They are a subscriber to my channel, as a matter of fact. He saw me out here one day. He's like, what are you doing? I'm making stuff in the forge, man. What's up? You know, just hit it off. I was actually making a video. I asked, what are you doing? He said, I'm making a video. And he's like, oh, you do YouTube? And I said, yes, please subscribe. And, well, I guess he forgot my name. Don't feel bad, I forgot his too. Sorry, you know. But one day, I'm out here working and he's going to work, and I hear his wife over, I hear a dog just going nuts. I mean, this dog's going nuts. It's ready to tear someone's ass up. And I hear the neighbor scream, and I was like, oh hell, I think the neighbor's getting attacked by a dog. So I grab my gun, I run over there, see if she's okay. You know, if she's getting attacked by the dog, and shoot the dog. That's how we play it down here in the South. You let your damn dog loose and it attack somebody, we're gonna put it down for you. We ain't gonna wait on you to do it. But the dog took off running when it seen me coming, and I asked her, like, you okay? She's like, she's terrified of the dog. Dog had her pinned on her porch. She couldn't come off her porch. The dog was ready to eat her. She calls animal control. She calls her husband. She's on the phone with her husband. She's talking to her husband. She's like, yeah, I'm okay. Ting came to the rescue. I'm like, Ting? My name's James. She's like, well, I know, hon, but we couldn't remember your name, and that's the sound that comes from your house all the time. It's Ting. So, and I told everybody about the story for that day, and it just stuck. And it's kind of you guys are the reason I'm Ting now, because you guys just loved it. Call me Ting now. Rock Mike, what did I forget? Yeah, oh, I forgot his name. I said there's not a lot of things I forget, but if I only said your name once, it's tough for me to remember maybe. Josh Major's in the house. It wasn't my dog, I swear. My dog is well taken care of, an inside dog. He don't cause trouble. He's a good boy. And I would fully expect my neighbor to shoot his ass if he did something like that. That's not a hammer, James. There's a hammer. It's starting to get a little more solid as we take more of that air out. Just gonna let it scale off there. We're not driving it back into our steel. Once you get down to that point, you're not welding, just stop it. I don't care if it's hot or not. You're not doing anything. We're not trying to draw this out as of yet. We are trying to get it to weld up. You understand? We are trying to get this to become one homogeneous piece of steel. We'll worry about drawing it out once we've got it welded good. Okay? You can see those ends are starting to take a little more now. See? They're all looking more even. So like I said, these butcher block brushes, anywhere from $12 to $20 on Amazon. You get them. If you got Prime, hell, you get it the next day. But it's so worth the money. This thing will take off scale that you didn't even know existed. It'll change your life as a forge. Get one. made with spring steel brushes. They're really thick, 1/4 inch wide by about 16 inch thick, and they're tough. They don't bend very easily at all, and they'll take anything off the steel. You know, they're made by, let's see his name here, Simcoe, I think. I'm not sure. I got some flux on mine. Winco. But definitely worth the money. You can change the handles on them, tighten them. They got screws in them, which I need to tighten mine real quick. If not, wrong screwdriver. Yep, look up butcher block brush on Google. Oh, James is gonna have to tell us about the chain now. What chain? Which chain do you want me to tell you about, Miss Penny? About the first try with chain 5. Oh. Man, it turned out all right. Smaller billet. Yeah, Dad got some good news. I'll let him tell you. Dad, you guys let them know what they said about that mass in your lung, sir. I'll let you be the one to relay the good news. Now, it's not out of the woods, but it's not cancer. We'll just say that. The bills, they're still there. Trust me. But it's as good a news as you could possibly get. And I'll let my father tell you guys in the chat while I'm working. You guys can chat it up again, because it is amazing news. Thank God for the news. It's been amazing. I'm sure it's just a small miracle by the Lord's hand, I guarantee it. Off anything that's coming off on its own already, because it probably ain't gonna stick. Alright, now that I've got it down to this point, it's time for me to cut and fold this thing. So what we're gonna do, hatchet between the legs with the third hand. Find about midway. Alright. Turn this puppy over. Brush the mess out of it. Clutch it real good before it scales up. Go over the end. Woo. Almost went too far with it. You have to be careful here. Now I'm telling you, chain is a very tough thing to weld up by hand. If you've got ability to use a press to do a canister, do it. Do it. Yeah, it's pretty solid, so that's for sure. Yeah, it's gonna make a guard and a pommel, hopefully. We're going to do a screw-on pommel. Damn phone screen sticking. Yep, what the Forge Tim is here. He's a regular here. My phone is glitching, and for some reason I don't know if it's my finger or what, but it's annoying the shit out of me right now. Okay, here we go. The mass in his lung is a scar tissue buildup from a previous surgery. It's just a very large scar tissue buildup. He had blood clots a few years back, and I had to go in his lung and get them out. Everything's been great since then. And then he got in a lot of pain and ended up going to the hospital one night from my house. And they did some x-rays and some MRIs and stuff on his chest. They found the mass, you know, and they told him it was a tumor. They scared the hell out of all of us for no reason. Okay, they gave him medication to see how it's going to act on it. It acted negatively towards my father, but it didn't. I guess it was a good sign. The way it almost killed him. It put his sugar over 600 3 different times. He almost went into a diabetic coma 3 different times during this span because of the medication they gave him for something that wasn't there. And nothing happened to it, so they went in and checked again, and it comes back as it's scar tissue. It's not a tumor, but it is growing. It's scar tissue buildup from a previous surgery. So they've got it figured out now. They've got him on the right medication to try and combat it and everything. So right now we're certain it's not cancer, it's not a tumor, everything's great. There's not going to be too much more going on as far as tests or anything. I think the medication is going to take care of it. It's going to knock it out, hopefully. But now it's just combating the doctor bills that piled up during all this when his insurance denied him. And see, that's what upsets me, is because his insurance denied him at the beginning because it was a tumor, is what the doctor said, and it turned out not to be a tumor, and the insurance still ain't going to cover it. It's not a tumor, but they already denied the whole thing, so it's ridiculous. Let's get the weld set here. We'll be stuck. I know we stuck because it was two totally separate pieces. I cut too far through it and it fell off and it moved and everything. And so I know it's stuck because I can turn it upside down and shake it. It's just stuck here. So it's always a good sign. Now, look, see that? You don't need a whole lot of flux, because too much flux can be bad. I'm just making sure I get all those gaps. You know, that's not overfluxed. Now, if it's like caked on there like a big giant white booger, there's probably too much up. Too much flux can cause an inclusion, just like having scale in there. You know, so flux isn't like the magic glue for forge welding. It just helps. You don't gotta use flux to forge weld, but it helps. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that video of the guy with the squirrel underneath the hood of the car, but it helps. Anyways. Yep, and I am hopefully bringing my father to Quad State. Hopefully, because they cleared him for work. They cleared him for work, and they found him a job because he's a talented man, and he's always been able to find him a job. He's already found him a job today, actually. Found the job today. And it's near him. He's not going to have to move to come up here to be with me. We're not going to have to go through all this treatment and everything that we was afraid we was going to have to do, so thank God. Let me take a second, because I think it's getting ready to get a little ugly here. I just think I've seen some light. It's going to miss us, I think. But hopefully, if he told his new employer that he needed some time off in September, like I requested him to do, then he's coming with me to meet you guys. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, we got us a nasty storm right there. I mean, it's missing us maybe by a couple miles. Hopefully it doesn't come over here. A lot of metal over here for me to be standing out here, but you know what? Done it before. Got a lot of taller stuff way out around me. I'm out in the middle of the open area. I should be okay. This isn't but like 8 foot tall. Hell, my house is taller, so hopefully we're good. That's why I like this brush. You just beat the hell out of the steel with it. Beat the steel up. It don't mind. All right. I'm gonna let this heat up. I am gonna go set up for the giveaway. Be right back. Okay, as I said, there's 102 entries. 102. So we're gonna bring up our random number generator, and I've got every one of you numbered here, as you can see. I've got all of you that had the correct answer. Not just because you commented, you had to have the correct answer. Got all of you there. 102 of you, okay? So for the random number generator, remember all the Patreons that are bronze and up have 2 entries in this. You've been entered twice. To show you, for example, right here. Alan Schunert, you are number 13 and 14. Jason Sullivan, there's your double entry. Everybody has a double entry that is a bronze level, or I know it's a little backwards, and I am so sorry. I swear I'm trying to figure it out. I'm a blacksmith, not a techie. I don't know how to get it to switch back because it used to be fine. It did it on its own. But anyways, men's 1, max is 102. See what I haven't generated yet, so ignore the 4. See minimum, maximum 102. We're gonna hit this generate button. All right. And a countdown of 3, 2, 1. 29. Number 29. All right, number 29. Number 29. Brian Sheehan, you are the winner. Brian Sheehan, you are the winner, sir. No, that's a 2-9. That's a 2-9. I know it's backwards, but Brian Sheehan, you are the winner. If you guys know him, if he's not in here right now, have him contact me, please. Brian Sheehan. Get with me for shipping information and all that so we can get this hammer out to you. Look out, fire. We don't have a fire, but that's how they start. That's one reason, guys, why it's always smart to do a fire watch for a minimum of 1 hour after forging. Always stick around, whether we just sit down and have you a cold one, you know, whatever. Hang out. Make sure nothing is smoldering. I'm not saying take a hose and squirt your whole area down, but hang out in the shop for an hour or so after you shut the forge off to make sure, because you would damn hate to wake up the next day to have nothing. Or in the middle of the night at the fire department out there, you've got a pile of burnt ashes of a smith. You would hate that. I would hate that for you. Fire watch. Because of that right there. You see how that exploded, shot scale and flux everywhere. Right? I saw it. Pretty much, you know, when Ting's wearing his apron, it's going to get messy. Alright, Brian Sheehan, contact me, please. How much do the hammers cost? You can go to my Etsy store and pick out what hammer you want. It is countylineforge.etsy.com. I don't put prices out here on YouTube because if you want to see them, go to my store. There's different prices for different hammers. There's no way for me to know exactly which hammer you want. The weight variations, the price varies by weight because of the cost of the steel and the size and how much it takes to forge that big of a piece of steel. So if you want to check out my hammers, Etsy store is the place to go. It is countylineforge.etsy.com. It's not completely loaded. There's like maybe 15, 20 listings in there right now, but it is open and there are hammers in there. And there are several types of hammers in there. And as I go, we're going to be adding more to it. You know, I might make some Damascus and put it on my Etsy store. I might sell a hammer making kit, which comes with a hammer blank, a handle, and maybe a punch. Or sell a hammer eye punch and drift combo kit on there. You never know. I'm thinking of setting up make your own hammer kit, because a lot of my subscribers have asked me over and over again about making hammers. They really want to make hammers. I've had a couple even say in this live stream alone, they want to buy one of my hammers, but they want to try to make one first. So I'm thinking of selling everything you need to make your own hammer. The billet, the hammer eye punch, the drift, all in one combo set and putting it on there. Coffee's Forge, great hammers. He's got 2 of them. Saber Striker, they're on there. Yeah, there's a lot of, Coffee's Forge, matter of fact, has the first dog's head hammer that I ever got rid of. And I gave it away. I didn't sell it to him. I gave it to him as a gift for all of his hard work and dedication to forging it forward. He come down. He gave me a knife. I didn't expect that, and a painting, and a lot of other cool stuff. I gave him a hammer. If I'd have known he was bringing all that shit for me, I'd have gave him a lot more. I'd have more ready for him. Man, it's not too close, but it's close enough. It's making me a little uncomfortable. The worst of the storm's over that way. So I'm looking off. There's clear skies behind it coming, so yeah, you got a dog's head. It's also attached to the rest of the dog. Yep, Alan's got a dog head already made, waiting to go to him. As soon as we meet at Quad State, he's got a whole mess of stuff from me coming to him with a handshake. Guaranteed there's going to be a handshake. That's what the man said he wants more than any of that, is to meet me, shake my hand. Brother, you going to get it. Alright, I'd say we have a solid billet here, folks. Tim, Your Highness, Reverend Tim of the Big Dog Forge Church with the hammer heads. What do you think? Does it look like it's good? I'm not much for Damascus making, but I know enough about forge welding and do enough to know that this looks like it's welded pretty well because it's all one solid color. It's not cooling down unevenly. And you would think with that many links, that many holes, that many pockets of air, places for scale and junk to get trapped. Alright, we're going to shut this down because this thing is getting close. I want to tough it out. Who knows? Maybe make for some live entertainment or something happens. It ain't that close to make me scared, but it's close enough for me to keep a close eye on it, that's for sure. That is for sure. See, it's cooling down all evenly. We're going to flush it, we're going to keep going. Just because I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's what they also say about like bomb squad. No, Corey, I didn't see your response. What was it, brother? But no, that's what they say about defusing bombs. You don't ever got to worry about being wrong because you won't know that you're wrong. The one time you're wrong is the last time you'll be wrong. So you can only be wrong once. The winner was Brian Sheehan, number 29 on my list. Yeah, it's not like I'm standing in front of a huge chunk of metal or anything. Yeah, I know. Call me crazy. What things I do for entertaining you. But I sincerely think it's missed us. Nope, it hasn't missed us. That one was close. So, yeah, screwy. Show you what we got so far. This is what we're on. It's a solid billet. It is all solid, so looks like it's going to work. And it doesn't have to be completely structurally sound anyways, for the simple fact it's going for a guard and a bolster. Or not a bolster, a pommel. Okay, this used to be chain about an hour ago. This was motorcycle chain. But yeah. So far I'm happy with it. It's gonna work out well, I really think. It's just for the guard and the pommel, so even if there are a couple D-lands here and there in it, it's just decorative, so nothing crazy. Yeah, make sure I live to forge another day. I'm gonna take the camera into the shop. So let me round up my stuff right here. We're going in the shop. Shop's kind of a mess right now, guys, so forgive me. As you can see that nasty storm. It don't look so bad on the camera. By God, it looks terrible from here. Y'all seen that, didn't you? Oh, Roy, you're just in time for me to shut it down. We got a storm rolling in and it's getting close. We got some thunder, we got some lightning. Let me go get my fan real quick and be right back. Alright. But hey, the bright side, I can take all this hot mess off. I can take my leathers off, all that good stuff. Right now, your shop's flooding, Alan. That is terrible. I don't like to hear that. Hasn't even started raining here, but it's thundering and lightning like a madman out there. So, let's see. I just knocked my damn trash can over. I wasn't planning on bringing y'all in here, so I didn't have everything organized, but here we go. We're in here. We're going to close it out now. All right. We had a good amount of you folks in here tonight. I appreciate it. As you see back there, my board's slammed full of orders. I got a lot more on here. Already come in from the Etsy store. Loads of them from the Etsy store. I love it. You guys are awesome. Awesome. I gotta get these on the board. That's what Ting's working on right now. So yeah, hopefully the storm will pass. I can get back out there because it's a small cell, but I'm sure you guys don't want to stick around long enough for that. Because I really want to get that Damascus forged up for the pommel and the guard. Let's see. I'm gonna check the radar real quick. Man, I tell you, that fan feels good. It's hot. It's sweaty. Okay, let's see what this radar shows. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna get the forge again. Look at that. Yeah. I am right smack in the middle, that red dot there, and I'm getting ready to get pommeled. On the good side of things, though, it's a fast-moving storm, so maybe by 10 o'clock it's out of here. I can get back to work. Tim, have a good evening, brother. Thank you for taking the time to watch my live stream. I really do appreciate it. I hope this Damascus works out, and I took a page out of your book with that flux and the alcohol. I think it worked really, really well because this is some oily stuff. Let me show you this stuff, guys. Oil it up a little bit, make it easier for me to handle because I have to roll a bunch of it out and be able to get it up and into my bandsaw to cut what I need off of it. But I probably got 20 foot of this stuff or better. Maybe more. It wasn't a full roll. My brother-in-law hooks me up, works at the shop. Put all that chain on there. Yeah, buddy. That's a heavy roll chain. So, hopefully it works out. I think it's going to look pretty good. I just got to pick out what kind of wood I want. So give me your suggestions on what kind of wood you want to see on that sword. Yeah. I know I don't do swords as much. I don't do much at all as far as bladesmithing. So, yeah. I think I am going to take the rest of the night off, Alan, because I don't look like I'm going to be able to get back out there and forge much. If I do, it's going to be around 10 or so. But I'm so busy, I just got stuff to do, man. I can't stand laying down when there's work to do. So I really appreciate you guys stopping in and watching with me tonight. I wish we could have went for longer. I'd like to try to make my live stream about an hour and a half to 2 hours long when I do them. But as you can see, God is saying, not tonight, brother. It's time for you to sit down, like you said, Alan. So you're thinking this stuff for a handle? Is that what you're saying, Jason Sullivan? I'd like to, but it's tiny. Maybe I can call up Terry Wright and get him to send me a nice chunk of this for a handle. Maybe I can buy a chunk of that from him. So I think that'd be awesome. Thank you, Roy, over at Christ Center Ironworks. Folks, go check him out. He is always dropping new videos. He does his 3 minutes at 3. I watch every one of those, by the way, Roy. So keep those coming, man. They've helped me tremendously. I'm new to the game of actually selling my stuff Not too new to blacksmithing. I'm much newer than you are, Roy. I don't got near the experience you do, man. I look up to you greatly. I consider you one of my mentors, man, because you always got the content coming, very informational stuff. And please, I implore you guys, if you've never been to Christ Centered Ironworks, go over to his channel, check him out, please. He's instrumental to a lot of folks' success right now. Because, like he said in one of his live streams the other night, blacksmithing is a bubble right now, and if you're getting in it, now's the time to get in it. Because once it pops, it pops. But until it pops, you could ride that bubble out and make you some money. Um, because there's a lot of interest in this stuff. Now, that's not to say that you're just going to start making top notch work, flying off the shelf work the day you start swinging the hammer. Hell no, you're not. But the only way to get to that point is to start now. So, in Roy's channel, Tim's channel over Big Dog Forge, uh, there's so many of them. You've got Joey Vandersteeg, John Switzer. You've got my all-time favorite and man that I look up to the most in blacksmithing is Brian Brazil, and they're all very, very informative. Roy is aspiring to be a teacher, as a matter of fact, and teach this because he's got the knack for it. And I say, go for it, brother. But yeah, go check those channels out if you're trying to get into blacksmithing as well. Don't just stick to one channel. Check them all out. You know, put one or two more folds on that to get it good. But it's all good and solid now. Anyways, I'll just finish that up because hopefully on the next live stream we'll get to forging the pommel in the guard. Maybe something to look forward to. Hopefully, it's going to be between that and this wrought iron because I don't want to screw the wrought iron up. It's still sitting here. It's kind of like mean mugging me. It's don't you touch me because I bite. You know, it's kind of scared me. Not scared me. I just don't want to screw it up because Roy sent that to me. Now I want to do something cool with it because he sent it to several folks. He sent some to John Switzer. He sent some to Tim over Big Dog Forge. He sent some to me. John Coffey's getting some. I think John Coffey's going to be helping him with some projects, and they're doing collaborations. You know, he's wanting to see what we can do with it. So, in a sense, I don't want to let him down because I want it to become something. I want it to come something to come of it. I don't want to just be videos of me hammering out wrought iron and ruining it because that's not what I like to do. So I want to take my time and learn as much as I can about it because, like I said, down here I haven't had any opportunities to work with wrought iron. We don't have that down here like you guys have it up there. Up north, there's a lot more of that stuff. A lot more. Okay, so yeah, it could be between the wrought iron and the pommel, but all I know is I'm gonna be practicing with it. Yep, trial and error. That's right, Michael Robertson. Don't forget Chandler. Yes, Chandler is a great inspiration as well for folks. Chandler's kind of one of those guys that he likes to prove that it can be done. No matter what anybody says, he likes to prove that, well, he likes to try it his way. He's outside of the box thinker. He's always got different approaches to things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they're not. But he's always up front with you, and he tells you flat out he's learning with you. You know, and you can learn a lot from Chandler as long as you take it for what he is. He's someone who's learning with you, just like me. I'm not here to teach you. I'm not here to guide you. I'm not a professional. A lot of people say that they think I'm a professional. Roy's a professional. Me, I'm just a redneck with a hammer. Granted, I've been swinging the hammer longer than other rednecks around here, but I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy that has a passion for it that's picked up a few things along the way that's learned something, and I'm always open to learn more stuff. You know, so I consider myself in the same class as Chandler, not concepts. You know what I mean? The go-getter attitude, the fight through fire and fury, no matter what. And he always finishes his projects. They come out good or bad. You know that's why I like Chandler because he sees things through. He's like me. He knows a failure can teach you just as much as a success. That's why I don't think I'm a professional because I got a pile of failures and I fail every day on things. So there's just different ways to look at different people whenever it comes to blacksmithing and the learning community. They're all deserving of the support. We all love what we're doing, you know, and we're all here to try and share Anybody that's putting out videos on YouTube is trying to share something with the world. They're trying to put it out there for you guys. You know, take advantage of it. Watch it. You know, do something with it. Use it for inspiration. Whatever it may be, whatever may strike you. It's all about them sharing it with you. Knowledge should be shared. You know, that's why I do this, because I'm not a professional, but I have some knowledge that I've picked up, and it does me no good to keep this in my head. And I'll be giving this to my children as well. You know, once they're old enough to be in the forge helping me safely, they're going to take this knowledge and I'm going to pass it on to them. I just always believe if you're not learning something, you're treading water. You know, you wasted a day spent without learning it. It doesn't matter if it's just the dumbest thing. If you learn one thing a day, you move forward. You take a step forward in life. So try to learn something. I'm always here to learn. If you got tips for anything that you see me do, you see me screwing up, let me know. But I will tell you that with a caveat. Be honest, but be respectful. I can take honesty all day long. Hell, I can tell you my work looks like crap, and you can say it just like that, as long as you give me points of improvement. If you critique it, you tell me why it looks like crap. You don't just say it looks like crap. Say, hey, that don't look that hot, man. Then this is why. That's the line I want to hear. This is why. If you're going to put someone's work down, put it down in a way to where you can build them up and teach them something. You know what I'm saying? So if there's any information you want to share with me, give it to me, please. Just make sure you're sharing valid information, because I like information. I look into everything everyone says. I follow it, and it helps. Again, no more forging tonight. I wish I could. It's tough having outdoor smithing, but it is what it is. Chandler inspires me that if a monkey with a hammer can do this too, and an old fart like me. That's right, Chandler. There's no give up there. All right, Lowry's Forge, have a good one. Pastor Josh Smith, have a good one there, sir. Thank you, Tony Simpson. I appreciate it, man. I try to share everything I can. Alan, have a good night, brother. David, take it easy. Chandler put out a Patreon video tonight. That's good. Yep, something about getting metal to stick makes you happy. Well, everybody's saying goodnight, so Ting's going to say goodnight with you, man. I really appreciate you guys stopping in and watching me. It's been a blast. I wish we could have went longer, but it is what it is. We'll be back next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to keep running it Thursday. And that's right, Curtis Lowe, the finest picker to ever play the blues. You better have some songs for me when we get into church Sunday. And Coffee's Forge, you said it best. You don't run anywhere you drive. That's right. You see me running, you better run too, because something big and scary is chasing me and I'm out of ammunition. That's it. I don't run. Something chasing me if I'm running. Run with me. Don't even ask. Don't waste your time. Good night, guys. I appreciate it. Love you guys. You're awesome. Thank you again to all the Patreons as well. And check out my Etsy store, please. I finally got it up at everyone's request. It's countylineforge.etsy.com. Again, countylineforge.etsy.com. Oh, I totally forgot. I started a new Facebook group as well. I had a few days sit down with my knee. Everybody's been on me since, everybody knows I'm not forging it forward anymore. Contact me in private if you want to know. Hell, contact some of the folks in here if you want to know. They can probably tell you as well as I can. But it's just, I don't think that our views have went in the same directions, and it's probably not the best for us to be affiliated anymore, because that's just not how we're not going down the same path. That's all I'm going to say. We're conflicting with each other. But because of that, a lot of people came to me and said they want me to create a new group on Facebook because they love how the group ran before. Okay? So that's what it did. It's called County Line Forges Blacksmithing Mashup. County Line Forges Blacksmithing Mashup on Facebook. Go check it up. Everyone's free to join. It was made specifically for my subscribers, for you guys to get and talk to each other, throw around ideas. It's a mashup. Kick them around with each other during the off days when we're not having live streams, when we are not having a video to watch. You know, you got an idea, you want me to do something, post it there. You want to ask one of those subscribers that something you were talking about in here, and the live feed shut down, and you ain't got a chance to talk anymore until next week. You can go there, join the group, uh, join up the mashup. I can't put a link up, Jeff. I wish I could. Livestream won't let me put a link up, but maybe someone else that's in there can go and grab a link real quick and drop it in this chat. I'll give you a couple minutes. I I can do that if somebody wants to go grab the link. There's probably about 40 some members in there right now. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that, John Coffee. You're right. You know, and I've been saying I got to mention that tonight as well. Make sure everybody knows that it's up there. Uh, yeah, Alan, go get it. Oh, you can't. Okay, search County Line Forges Blacksmithing Mashup. Just search for that. How do you spell it? Curtis Lowe. Hold on a second. Let me see here. I can't type either. It comes up on Facebook. Type that in. Um, I'm only I'm the only one accepting applications now. There are 3 questions that you can answer. You don't have to answer them, but I prefer just so I know. Well, babe, you're in there. Post it. You guys figure out what it is and post it for them if you could, babe. Please. County Line Forges Blacksmithing Mashup. Just type that in, and you should be able to find it. If you can't find it through there, I'm sorry. Find me on Facebook, County Line Forge, and I can get you in there from there. Just go check it out, and that's just a place for all you guys to get together and hang out. You can talk throughout the week, contact each other, meet each other. There you go, County Line Forges Blacksmithing Mashup. Thank you, babe. Oh, you found that. Looking for my buying site. Oh, that is countylineforge.etsy.com. That is the URL, countylineforge.etsy.com. All right, Alan, have a good night. I hope your shop dries out, brother. I really do, man. I hate to hear that. The wife with the say, that's why she's there, man. You know, that's why I said I won the lottery already. That's why I'm about to scratch off some Powerball tickets. But she's my lottery. She's the best. All right, I am really out of here this time, guys. Y'all have a great night. We're going to catch you on our next live stream. Make sure you're at Roy's live stream Friday night. Tomorrow, live. Roy on Christ Center Ironworks. And then we got church on Sunday. Be there. Y'all have a good evening. I really appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you so much. And we're going to catch you on the next one.